And hello on a Saturday night, rare occasion, but having to fix some things. StreamYard decided to do something weird with my account, so I had to reload some things. It's still kind of wonky, and I don't know what caused all that, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Thank y'all for being here. Hope you're having a great Saturday. What a beautiful day it has been, and just happy to be here. It's been a blessing of a day, spending time with the family, and communicate with a few people along the way, and watched not really much of nothing, just sort of just laid around. It's kind of a lazy day. I'm usually working, so it was kind of cool. Glad to be here. It was kind of weird though. Like I said, it was just some weird things happened, and I was sitting here like, wow, okay. Every now and then they get your account kind of. I've seen that happen before, and I'm not really sure. It'll probably be corrected by tomorrow. I can work with it. It's not a total loss or anything. It's just kind of weird how that happened. So you may see a couple of or odd channel there, um, because I just kind of went with it. And there's still one that I was trying to bring up. I don't think it's going to let me, but I do have multiple streams open. So anyway, back porch living. It's always fun to be on the back porch. You your closest friends come to the back porch. Front porch, people can stop by, sit on the front porch, and talk, and that's all. That's awesome. Watch the traffic go by. Back porch though, that's a little tighter group of friends. Not everybody gets invited to the back porch. So tonight we're inviting you in. Back porch living or back porch life. I kind of named that different things on different platforms, and we're just going to hang out and chit chat if that's okay. And I don't even have a banner up. They've stripped me of all my banners. I had some music in there, no backgrounds. It's like weird. All my libraries, but it was my account, but it like reverted back to a previous time frame, and I had to just monkey around with it. It's like, good gosh, like I have no idea why I did that, but it's okay. I don't need a banner. Heck with it. I did load in though a few things because they are important, like our coffee brought to you by Wolf Nation Coffee. The program is, and I've been drinking that today. Well, every day really. Let's see, what do I have in? I think I have the breakfast blend in right now. I have the Bali Blue blend in. I may have the house blend, and I think I have the whiskey aged blend in. We have all four of those in. I'll order every couple of weeks. I order a new pack, just keep it coming in because we drink a lot of coffee in the studio, so it's a blessing. And one of the things also I wanted to show you is Cornbread Nation Radio. Our radio station is active. Tomorrow I'll be updating the programming. I've got to get it. Kind of took a little break after we rebranded everything, but it's always been playing. I've got to update, and then we'll push out the address for that. But we do have a live internet, 24/7 internet radio station. Cornbread Nation Radio is what it's called. And so we appreciate your support. The Hodge twins, don't forget about them. Use that QR code. And when you get you some great patriotic gear, you can also help the Southern Fried. You can also support us monthly. I have several that do that. They do as little as $3 a month. And, eventually there will be some behind the paywall. Since they're paying, we're going to give them a little extra. We're already putting plans together for that. Let's see what else I got. I had to bring up all this stuff again, so they're probably missing something. Let's see here. There is our some of our QR codes to cash cards and stuff, and some people like to know that the QR code for Mammoth Nation. That's what I was looking for. Absolutely, go there. Become a subscriber there. I'm a lifetime member of Mammoth Nation. America First, baby. Great products. I've bought from several companies there. And I love that company. W Energy Drinks, promo code Southern Fried. Just go to W, their website. When you enter that 10% off, I use it myself. And so we get a little percentage off of that if you do that. I use all of these products. I partake in all of them. And so anyway, yeah, it's a few of them. There's a couple of more. We won't inundate you with that tonight. Hello. The birthday girl is in the house. I saw that you were out um, eating dinner. Sounded great. I just had some pizza here at the house without, and I'm not working it out. We just didn't have anybody to watch my wife, so I took a rare day off of work. And I don't think this is maybe the second day ever that I've ever missed security of all the years that I've done it. So it's weird. So I said, I got to go on. I'm like, I'm never off on Saturday night. Eventually, I won't do that. Happy birthday to you, cat lady, Miss Jen. Hopefully tomorrow we can do the pet show. She's got a lot of stuff going on too, and we're patient. Uh, we both have a very patient outlook, and we try to, we all got stuff going on. So Jerry said he had a couple of hot dogs for supper. Nice. And you got this big revival coming up, man. That sounds like a super duper. You got to know around Oxford, Georgia. Go see Cornish Mountain Baptist Church and go to that revival that's going to be appearing here very, very soon. Go to Jerry's Facebook page, and it'll give you information on that. They have a church page too, I believe, and get you some spring. It is officially spring now. Get you some spring revival. Hey, we all need that. Uh, yeah, I hope so. Just let me know sometime in the afternoon if you're good. I'm going to be working on getting the radio station current programming and start bringing listeners in. So we're going to start going live there too. I never did that because just a lot of things happened and I didn't have time to really fool with it. So we're hoping to do that. We got a big decision to make tomorrow, and so just pray for us. It's a really big decision, and I just need to know if the Lord's timing is in it. It's exciting, but it is it's a door has opened, and we're hoping for that. The oldest man preaching is only about 50. The youngest in his 20s. I did notice a couple of maybe there's one young fellow there. Hey, we had one at the church one time, and it was supposed to be the preachers were supposed to be 65 and up, and they were. But one of them got sick. It happens. And so I think my friend Bill, I think he preached that night. And he was in his 30s then, so he was about half their age. So that's cool. I've seen where you do under a certain age, over a certain age, get them young ones preaching. You know what? I was given so many opportunities to preach. And I wasn't young, I didn't announce my call in my 20s because I wasn't living for the Lord. So I was in my 30s. I was in late 30s when I did announce my call. But I had a lot of great friends, pastor friends and stuff that called me. I used to work a lot I haven't done it in a while. Once I got busy with missions, and of course, you pastor on church. Now, some people do that and they just still go preach a lot of other churches. But my schedule's been pretty packed, so I don't always do that. I used to do it a lot. Like I was always getting invites, and I appreciate those who've done it. So, especially the re-invites. I mean, when you went, you weren't, you didn't make somebody mad enough that they're like, "Hey, never bring that guy back." No, it was a blessing. I've done youth meetings. I've done all kinds of stuff. Revivals and youth events and all kinds of stuff. So you name it, we've done it. Preachers only, and I've went to a lot. Watch night services. I've been blessed in my life, so extremely blessed. And God, I always said, and I really don't have. And I'm not saying this to be humble or nothing. I've always said I really don't have a talent for anything. I never was really good at any one thing. Like you got somebody that works with wood. That's not me. Somebody that's a great mechanic. That's not me. Somebody that can draw things. I can't. My handwriting's horrible. I can't even read my own handwriting sometimes. I just always felt like I could do a lot of different things, but not do them well. Not great. Certainly not great. And maybe not even well. And I don't know that if I'm not saying that it's been great or anything. But I will say this, and it's all from the Lord. I have been able, through the Lord's blessing, speaking for me, I've been able to bless people. And so if I can't do none of those other things, I guess God just said, I'm going to make it so you won't attempt to do anything else, but do what I want you to do. And I felt like this was a vehicle here that we could share. We have many, many times. And Jerry says on Tuesday night, and is this next week or the week after, brother? Tuesday night, we're having a family with all daughters will be singing. Their dad is Jonathan Flanagan. He is a pastor that just left his last church. So prayers for him as he's seeking direction. Now, that's a hard thing to leave a church, man. It's hard as a member. Very hard. It is so hard as a pastor to leave a church. It's like something's died. The first church we left, it's not even around anymore. There was just there was things that happened, and I just felt like it was. I didn't leave because I wanted to leave. I prayed about it. I just prayed about it, and I felt like God gave me the liberty to leave, and I announced that call that night. I preached the last message on a Sunday morning, and I left. And they didn't want me back no more. Go, young man. We don't want you. Some great people. I'm not saying anything bad or anything. But that night, and we went and seen some friends. That evening, I don't remember if we went to church that night or not. We might have took that Sunday night off. It was a tough afternoon, and we were with some friends, and I was over talking to the gentleman of the home, and my wife was talking. She really loved it, and they're both deceased now. But my wife was talking to the lady of the house in another room, and one of the people that's kin to my granddaughter come over and said, "Your wife is crying," and I said, "We're all crying." And she looked at me. I said, "It's hard to explain." I said, "But it's hit us both really hard that you're not going to be going back to that group, that you pour yourself into service after service, week after week, the flock and the prayers and worrying about them, and it's like it feels like a funeral service, and someone has passed." And I said, it stings, and it's going to take us a while to get over it. But she was like, "Well, she's crying." I'm like, "Yeah, we're all crying." I may not be outwardly, but I am. So that's tough. The second Sunday of April is my anniversary. 20 years at Cornish Mountain. Hey, amen. The camp meeting is that week starting the 13th. Awesome, my friend. 20 years. And you know what? God has been so good to you. You know this. I'm telling you nothing you don't know. With all the health problems that you've had, and I hope they're all behind you. It was a day, there was a lot of days you probably thought, I ain't going to make that 20. And we ain't there yet, but it's real close. And because there was some hard days for you, brother. You know more than I do. That's awesome. So it's a great celebration. And I hope a lot of souls get saved. That would be the best way to celebrate 20 years at Cornish Mountain. I said revival, camp meeting. Sometimes call them different things. They camp meeting, like camp meetings. There's a camp meeting around here. It's been going on for a long time. I guess it still is. I did get to go a few times. I could have went more. I'm not saying I couldn't have. But they meet in an outdoor tabernacle, sawdust on the floor. It's great. It's great. You get all the elements, heat, bugs, whatever, rain, wind, very hot. You get it all. They have it like 2 weeks out of the year. 1 week in spring, 1 week in summer, deep summer, I think, or something like that. I think it's early spring and then like July. Right there, the steamer. And they got places, they got like the quasi hunts, whatever you call them, for people to sleep. And they've got for the men, one for the women, and people pull their campers in and they just camp. It really is a camp meeting. They camp and go to meeting and have a good time. And that's great, brother. I'm happy for you, man. That's nothing like it. And as pastors, you need to be preached to. And these young men will come in and undoubtedly bless you with the sermons that they're giving, and that will be awesomendo. We all need that. Thank you for everybody that's checking in on that. I'm trying to bounce around and make sure I'm not missing anybody on the streams. And I don't even know, I may be running 3 rumbles. I don't even know if I'm doing that. It was a weird setup, and I just let it go. My wife and I, he says, I've been married 45 years, and she's been told 5 times over the years that I wasn't going to make it, but I'm still aggravating her. Good for you, Jerry. Celebration, baby. Uh, Me and my wife's 40th, if we both make it, April 3rd, just around the corner. Just around the corner, April 3rd, 40 years for me and Liam. Amen. Hello, broski. How you doing, brother? Brother man? Hope you've had a wonderful Saturday. I'm just hanging out and chatting. I have no agenda. I have no plan other than to be here. Oh, well, and Jerry's at 45. I mean, I'm at 40. He's at 45. If we make it, if we keep going, and praise God, I hope we do. I can see us coming in the at 50 or 60 years. We're both in our 80s. We're sitting there. Amen. Every day is a gift. When me and my wife married, I was a product, or I lived through a divorce. Both my parents are deceased now. It's still very hard. And what, Cherry? I killed two birds with one stone. We got married on Valentine's Day. Smart man there. Smart man. So anyway, I tell my wife, I remember us having this very deep. We've never been married before. We're talking about getting married, and we were poor as dirt. I was sitting we went to a Hardee's, I think. In the afternoon, nobody's there. Just being honest, nobody's there. We was out near a mall or something. We're at a Hardee's, having some lunch, just me and her. Remember the days when it was just you and your wife, or you and your husband? There's no kids, no grandkids. You just go. You just don't even think about it. It's like we just go. But I had this really deep discussion before we were married. I had this really deep discussion with her if we were going to get married. That and we weren't even going to church then. That marriage was forever, and I was never going to ever file for divorce from her. I wouldn't do it. I said nobody can force another person what to do. I hope we would have that kind of marriage that we would stay together forever, as forever is in this life. And I said, but I will say this: and I said this before we ever had kids or married. I said, having lived through a divorce, I just want to say this: if you ever don't want me and you leaving, my only request is this: that we never put the kids in the middle. Hello, Dean Potts. That we never put the kids in the middle of the of the battle. I don't want it to be a battle. It won't be a battle. We will always put the kids first. I was having all this discussion pre-marriage. But I didn't want to go through that again. I watched my parents, and my mom was great. My dad, he went through a tough time. There was times we him didn't talk. It was a extremely rough time for us. Me and my dad's relationship was not great at that time. I was 17 when it started, 18 when it was over, and I just, I just said, we're going to. You can't, Dean. StreamYard has messed us up. I hope it's all back together tomorrow, but all the admins have been removed, all the backgrounds, all the library. I think they just got a glitch, and it happened a long time ago. They got it straightened out. I'm hoping. I've got all the stuff on the platforms, but everything but a few songs was gone from StreamYard. Everything. And some of the logins were good. The destinations were fine. That's why I say it's a glitch of some kind. I logged out, logged back in. So you cannot log in right now. So don't even try. Don't even try. It's impossible. I'll set everything up again tomorrow if they don't reset it. They did this a couple, 3 times. I think they do updates or something. And if every once in a while it takes like till midnight for it to flip back right. I'm sorry, bro. I can send you an invite if you want to get on screen. I'll be glad to do that. You're welcome to come in, my friend. I just can't. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were out there, or I would have told you. I was supposed to go live at 8. Then it was 8:30. Then it was 9:02. I'm like, I gotta get online. So I didn't have time. I can't fix it because it's not there. I'm gonna contact them if it doesn't straighten out by tomorrow. I'll send you a link though. I'll send you a link. Yeah, everything's gone. I'm fortunate I got in. But two of my destinations were I had to fix those. Well, one of them is still not fixed. It's just been a big mess. I just learned to roll with stuff. You know what? It ain't worth losing your lunch over anything. Let me find your name, Chaser. Chaser. There you go. If you want to come in, you're more than welcome. Any of the other entities out there, if you're watching, just send me a message. Biscuit Boy, Midnight Rider. Any of y'all want to come in, And they're not used to me being on. Dusty, Desi, y'all happen to be watching. I'm just hanging out. So yeah, it ain't worth getting all bent out of shape. Like I said, life of a podcaster is not easy. It's a constant battle. You just learn to roll. I'm just thankful I'm on. I love the play. I love what we do. Anyway, like I said, there's a big decision for us. I have a second meeting with a group tomorrow night, and I got to make a decision. So pray for us, pray for me, pray for us. Big decision for podcasts. So we may be the little train that could. We're trying to grow in a big way. So works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I talked to our guest again from last night, Mr. Jim Troskinis. He accidentally called me. He was trying to set my contact up. I want to thank him again for sending me the book. And when I finish reading the book, I'm going to have him back on, and we're going to talk about the amazing. There he is.
Yeah.
Well, he's sideways. Oh, look at that. Now he's getting it straightened out.
Yeah. How are you doing tonight?
You're a little low on the volume, but I can hear you. You're a little low.
Okay, hang
on. Turn up something. But you're in.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
A little bit better. It's still a little low, but I can hear you.
All right.
It may be me. It may be my thing.
How
if I can hear you through these, I know that everybody can hear you.
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm usually working on Saturday nights till midnight. So it feels weird. I didn't know what to do with myself.
I bet.
I watched a lot of Gunsmoke.
I tried to log in, couldn't do it. I thought, what's going on? I know how to do it, but I can't do it.
Imagine me trying to get it. Like I said, I will re-add you back tomorrow if it doesn't work. I've already uploaded a lot of stuff. The biggest thing is I hate that the library's not in there because I'd have to reload that up because I like to rerun some of the older conversations we've had. But it's not that big a deal. I mean, it is, but it is. I can fix a lot of it, and I already fixed a lot of it. But working on getting it back to where it needs to be. Thank you, StreamYard.
Yeah.
Some days it's Rumble, some days it's StreamYard, some days it's Facebook. Someday, it's just the way it goes. And tonight it's Kick. I can't get Kick. I had to reset that one. I redid my password and all to that. I needed to do it, and it's acting wonky. So we're not on Kick tonight, but it's okay. I'll have it back in line tomorrow, or I'm gonna take it out back. Take it out back and punch it in the head. I seen that. Was Algier? He won the.
Yeah.
The race.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier.
Sorry. Allgaier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a good driver.
He is a good driver.
Good guy.
Kyle Larson had it for a long time.
He did. Well, he sometimes he lets them go away. He lets them get away.
Oh, he did. He really did.
You're in a different location.
Yeah, I'm in my rec room.
Oh, the rec room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to get on with my other computer with my new headphones, and I couldn't do it. So I got with you, and now I know what's going on.
Yeah, it was. Imagine the surprise I had. I mean, I signed right in. I start looking for backgrounds and stuff, and there's nothing there. Hello,
Right.
Jason. Thank you for the like. We appreciate you. Yeah, there's no back. I mean, there was no overlays, no backgrounds, no videos. There was a few songs. I just went with I have to load. I've already begun loading a lot of stuff back in, and I can fix all that and have all of it basically in within an hour. I'll have all of that back together where it should be tomorrow afternoon as I'm uploading to the radio station. But I really need that library fixed. That's the biggest thing is I want the library back because I do that from my phone. I set up a lot of shows for replay through my phone, and I don't have all that. I mean, I can go get it and download it, but it needs to be aggravating. There's platforms I can download it from and then do it, but it's just like, come on. I think it's just a glitch. I'll figure it out tomorrow. It'll probably reset. See, they're not used to me being on Saturday night. So it's like, hey, we'll do all this work while Dave's off or working. And I haven't signed on Saturday night in a year probably. And that was, I took a vacation or something. I'm never on Saturday night. I run live replays and stuff or initial runs. We've done recordings we've released of people on Saturday night, but I've never been, I'm always working. And, I don't want to be coming in from the workplace,
Right.
I knew a girl that got fired doing that.
Oh.
She was on her security job doing live YouTubes.
Oh, Lord.
And somebody reported her and she lost her job.
Uh-oh.
She's sitting right there in uniform, I get it, you're working through the night, but you can't be accessing going live. You're supposed to be doing your job.
That's right.
So I don't do that. I might text somebody or watch somebody's live, but I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You have to have character and integrity and maybe a bunch of other dumb things, but there's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to, in any way try to damage my character or anything or my name, my family name.
Right.
My son, I talked to him earlier and he was talking about some stuff and he's like, you be sure to tell them the truth. I'm like, you forget who you're talking to? I'm your dad. I don't lie, and you know that. You know what I mean? I just meant you tell them stuff that we talked about. And I'm like, I got you. But you said, that's like a Biscuit Boy comment. Really enjoyed the show this morning with Biscuit Boy. He's always he's a mess.
Yeah, he is. I went and got a new computer today.
You got it already?
Yep.
So I know what you'll be doing tomorrow.
You got that right.
That's a lot of setup.
I did
Downloads,
most
passwords,
of it today.
all that stuff.
I did most of that today.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I might go live during the race.
The what now?
I might do it.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Great.
I might put it up on the TV and go live. Talk about the race.
Okay.
So, in your spare moments, if you want to tune in.
Okay, I will.
I'm just going to turn the sound down and watch the race. As Jerry said, two birds, one stone. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I start to say two stones, one bird. It was Jen had her. I don't know. Was your birthday today? I think it was yesterday. Was it actually today or yesterday? I can't remember. If you're still out there wandering around, she's 19 again.
Good Lord.
I always tell my age. I'll be 61 in May. May 6th.
The what?
I'll be 61.
God.
And the chaser will be about 55.
Yes, I will.
You amazed I remembered that?
Yeah.
Paul already turned, Biscuit Boy already turned 61. I
God.
don't know how old Daryl is, Midnight Rider. I don't know how old he is. But
Good
anyway, I was going to
Lord.
say, I talked to Mr. Grosskinis, and he's going to come back on, but he is such a nice guy. He
He
had some
was.
very kind things to say about the podcast and about us and how we made him feel comfortable. And
Great.
he really liked what we were doing. So very, very kind. I appreciate that.
That's
Rusky wants
great.
to know, is this your man cave?
Yes, yes.
So what's in Dean's man cave? You got a birdhouse hanging. It looks like the same one I got. Is that a Georgia birdhouse?
Yes.
Okay, I got mine at a flea market.
I
What
got
is
that
the?
for
He's got
I
the
got that
NASCAR sign. What is the thing hanging off of the birdhouse? What is that?
um that's a lucky dog from Aaron's Lucky Dog.
Aaron's lucky dog. Okay,
Yeah.
I know she got the NASCAR thing.
Yeah.
So he's got his little cubby hole. Dean's
Yep.
man cave.
Yep. I stay down here most of the time. My own little getaway.
Your own little getaway.
Yes.
You just be by yourself. Are you
I
drinking
got a
beer? What are you drinking?
root beer.
I thought it said beer. I
It's
knew
a
it wasn't
Bud's
beer.
root beer.
I do like root beer. I'm a fan. I reckon I'll spot root beer very quickly. I like root beer. I remember when I was a kid. That's a good root beer bug. Yeah. But then you need to be a professional on this. If you're going to do it like you would do with real beer. You gotta get that. You gotta get that frosty mug and pour that root beer in it. Man,
Oh
it'll be
yeah.
so good.
Oh
That's the
yes.
best way.
Yes.
But when I was a kid, I went to my uncle. We went down to Florida with him a couple of times. We did a couple of visits down to West Palm, and somewhere around West Palm, for the first time in my life, we didn't have them up here at the time. The A&W root beer, uh, place. Where back in those days, it was more like a you pulled up and they come out, kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
and you could eat food, but you could get. It was the best root beer I'd ever had. I always had the cheap. No, what was it? Shasta root beer. Remember that?
Yeah.
You could
Yes.
get back in the day. You could get 5 cans of Shasta at the store for it's like $1. I mean,
Uh-huh.
my mom would buy me a couple of bucks worth, or maybe even 3 or 4 bucks. My dad didn't know that because he's always complaining. But she'd get me some. I'd get the orange, the grape,
Yep.
the root beer.
Uh-huh.
I think that was it. I didn't like that whole vanilla, whatever it was that they had on that. But I did like that, and that was my treat on Friday night. I would have the bottom of the refrigerator was my cans getting cold. And of course, I drink the root beer first because I liked it the most. Then I'd go to the orange, and then the last would be the grape. I liked them all, but that was the order that I liked them. And I tried to make them last, but I always run out. And she'd usually get me some like some candy or something,
Yeah.
Some of those sticks. It's just pure sugar, and you cut
Yes.
the end. And I used to get some of those as a kid.
Oh
I mean, I would do
yes.
odd jobs and make money and go buy some for a quarter. You could buy several of those things.
Oh yeah.
But it was a nice memory for me, a nice treat. Friday nights, my dad got paid on Fridays, not Thursday, and so Fridays was shopping day for my
Right.
mom. And she didn't buy. I mean, we were very frugal and all that, but she always got me those things. That was mom looking out for me. And
Right.
I
Right.
was not a kid that asked for a lot. I don't know what it is. I guess I've always been a little bit older for my age and thinking.
Uh-huh.
And because I was such a shy kid, which Brother Jim thought he said, I would have never guessed that you were shy. I was extremely shy as a kid. And I would just listen, to a lot of conversation stuff.
Right.
I didn't know everything, but I knew when there was financial trouble in the home. And I knew I watched how hard my dad worked. And so I never asked for a lot.
Right.
I really never did. To me, it was, I would wish for it. And if it came, then my wish came true. So that's kind of the way I did it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't remember, I think, I don't remember if I asked for some of I probably did. Because, they weren't very expensive. And my mom, every time she went and got groceries, she would buy the Shastas for me.
Right,
Now
right.
today it's great value and all these things, but that's what it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, I like, I've always liked root beer. Oh, I love, when I was growing up, go, go, go,
Oh,
are you still
Dean
there?
has dropped his camera. It's a
Yes, I did.
blackout. It's blackout the man cave. Send in. We gotta call 119.
Hang on,
That's who
man.
comes and helps. That's come. They come and help men who have fallen out in the man cave.
Okay, hold.
We hear you, but we can't see you. We have lost radio transmission in the man cave.
Yep,
Dean took a tumble,
yeah, I did.
got him excited. He's
And
lost his way.
you are froze. I can't get you. Hang on.
We're getting the spinning little spinner, so your network is. But we can hear you.
I can hear
Did you
you.
actually turn your camera off? I think you just turned your camera off.
Oh,
Check
shit.
that. It's easy to do. Your microphone, your camera. Hey,
I
there
got
he is.
Okay.
He is back. He is back from the man cave. He's okay. You got all excited there, Dean. Calm down. I don't know
Okay,
what
I got it
happened.
now. I just dropped my phone.
He got to talking about all the root beer stuff. He got all excited, and dumped the camera.
I mean, I loved going to the store getting like Kmart and getting the icy. I loved ices.
Oh yeah, the Aussies were great at Kmart. Yeah, they had the little diner back in those days.
Yeah,
And every once in a blue moon, my mom would take us in there and get something. I used to love going there and smell that. But the Aussies were great. I mean, they were cheap.
yeah.
The blue
But
light special.
the popcorn was awesome.
Popcorn, forgot about that.
Yes.
My mom always, for school, somehow my mom always came up with the money. I don't know how she did it. Because when I think back, I think about how little money my dad made and how she made that work. But always for school, she got me 5 outfits, and they were always from Kmart.
Yep.
But shoes, socks, the whole deal. 5 pairs of pants, 5 shirts. She had me ready for school.
Right.
I was expected to take care of that, and it was supposed to last me all year. But that was like a crazy, like $100 investment.
Right.
I was probably my dad. I mean, he worked 2 jobs. On his main job, he was probably only bringing home $75 a week.
Good
He worked a
Lord.
second job, made another 35 or 40 more on weekends or whatever it was. Maybe it was 25. I don't even remember. But he made it work. We were frugal, and we always had food on the table:
Yes.
beans, taters,
Yes.
cornbread,
Yes.
a little bit of meat.
Yes.
Sometimes it was frozen meat that we just put,
Well, my dad worked at Combustion downtown.
Oh, y'all had money.
He worked at Combustion as a welder. He was a welder.
Oh, I forgot. And on Friday night, there might have been some we missed. My dad, he had the only time we ever ate out. I mean, it was a rarity. I mean, a real rarity. My dad liked to go to McDonald's. So Friday night was McDonald's. I mean, you could feed the family for $5
Oh, yes.
on a Friday night back in those days.
Yes.
We're talking
yes.
about the 70s. I mean, but for $5 you could feed everybody. That's a hamburger, fries, and a drink and it was just at that time it was just me, dad, mom, and my middle sister came along later, but she would have been little. She's probably still eating baby food. So that was a big memory. But he would do that on Friday nights. Sunday was always Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
That's something that still most people do. Not
we do too.
With my wife's health, we haven't done it in a while. But my wife always had a Sunday dinner, unless we were going out to eat. But yeah, and then it was you don't have pinto beans at least 3 or 4 days a week.
Let me show you this real quick.
All right. We're getting. What is that? Oh, is that your? It looks like that's Jeff Gordon.
Yep.
That's your little pops.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at some of the vault.
That's right. This is my little brick room, my little man.
You got your own little fridge back there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've
That's
got
good.
I've got, let's see, root beer in it, Coke Zero in it, water in it. I keep
I
them,
like
you
it.
know,
No Coors, right? No
no,
Coors.
just root beer.
There he goes again. Dean, you got to control that phone. It's like off the chain.
You're right.
Every time you get talking about root beer, the phone takes a tumble.
You're right. Think I got it. I think I
I
got
think
it.
I think we're gonna have to cut you off from the root beers. You've gotten a little bit jumpy. Your coordination is not good.
No, it ain't.
I don't think you can walk the straight line right now.
I can't.
I was trying to think. I like Bart's root beer the best.
Yes, yes.
That's my absolute favorite.
Or A&W.
Yeah, A&W is good.
Yeah.
There used to be another one. Used to be. I don't remember the name of it now, but it came in bottles.
Uh,
But I can't remember what it's called. I liked it too.
what was that?
It's like a tiny bottle almost. Not even it's not
Yeah.
20 ounce. It's like probably
Yeah.
a 10 or 12 ounce that you get.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it is.
Because I've held them in my hand and people thought I was drinking beer.
Yeah.
Like, well, root beer, but
Yeah.
because they look dark like that.
Right, right.
Yes, I have. Broski had Cheerwine. I was at where did I have that at? I was down at Made, North Carolina. I was in Ackworth, Georgia, and we went to an Italian sub place or something like that, and they had it on the tap. That's when I had it. Can't remember the name of that place, but they had it. That was one of the few places you could find it, like on the, the fountain drink, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Cheerwine.
I have had that.
I have too.
When I was real little, like when I was probably around the time my grandmother decided she needed to lose weight. She was always shorter. She could stand under me and my dad's arm. She could stand under my arm. She was about 5 foot nothing. Yeah, it is a black cherry flavor. I liked it. It was good. I never had it before. But she decided that she was going to go on Weight Watchers, drop a few pounds. She wasn't fat. She got a little bit of a tummy or a little bit of spread, but she couldn't stand that. So she did. She went to Weight Watchers route, doing the points and all that. But she started drinking Tab.
Oh yeah.
I hated it. I never
don't care for it.
A taste for Tab ever.
I'll drink it. I don't care for it.
It's not around anymore, is it?
Yeah.
It's still out there?
Yeah.
Good grief.
Do you remember Shasta?
Yeah. Well, that's what I got those little cans in,
I can drink them, but I don't care for them either.
Well, when I was a kid, I did. I don't know if I would now. What's the ones that Ingalls sells? They have their own little brand too.
Yeah.
I never shop at Ingalls, but they have their own little brand.
The Ingalls, I went to the Ingalls.
With Walmart, it's great value.
Yeah, great value.
What is it for Ingalls? They have their own. It really is it's the same companies. They just find a way to sell to more people. They give you, a different version of it and sell it cheaper, and people buy it. The same companies are doing it. Usually. Nowadays as a company, you can get anybody to put your brand on something and sell it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right.
Obviously I don't have a coffee making facility here. We may one day, no doubt. We've actually looked at it. I've actually looked at doing that. It's a dream. But the company we work with, they put ours on but I researched the snot out of it. I spent months narrowing it down to 3 companies and then really dug in even deeper and decided on what the companies be. And I've been totally pleased. Totally pleased with what they do. Never had a hiccup.
Who is
And
the
it is
company?
absolutely great coffee.
Who is
And
it?
so we put our Wolf Nation brand on that. So everybody
The
does something like that.
the coffee at work.
Yeah.
I didn't know that coffee at work was Wolf Nation.
No. Here in the studio.
Oh, oh,
No. I
oh.
wish we did. What the workplace has is that's what they're doing. They put their brand on the coffee. Like they put our company's name
Right,
on the coffee.
right,
Because people
right.
were misunderstood that and they were asking me, they said, when did we go in the coffee business? And I'm like, we didn't. And people were upset about it and kind of, you know, felt like they've been lied to and all this. And I was like, no, that's not what's going on here. What you do is they it's a benefit. We don't pay for it. It's a benefit to the to the employees, and they're probably giving them a deal because they spend $1 million a year, as I heard. I don't know if it's true or not on all that benefit, but the coffee and the water and everything that we get that we don't pay for. I mean, they're paying for it,
Uh-huh.
but the branding goes on the pods that we put in, and they have some other brands as well. Some of them they took out I like. Now, I want to say that my favorite kind right now at work is the Mac Cafe.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Mine too.
I drink it every day. That's my favorite one. Broski, ever drink Doritos, the Mexican soda? They make it with cane sugar instead of corn syrup. I don't think so, Broski.
I ain't either.
I mean, can you even get it around here, Dean? I don't know.
Ingles has got that Laura Lynn. No, is it Laura Lynn?
My soda days are long gone. I got you, Broski. Do what?
Ingles, Laura Lynn.
Oh, yeah, it's something like that. You're right. It's not Loretta Lynn.
No, it's Laura.
It's Lorelei or something like that, or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Lorelei, something like that.
Yeah.
You got me wanting to try it, Broski. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll order it in if nothing else. Because honestly, I like things better in bottles.
I do too.
It never tastes good out of a can.
No,
not the best.
No.
You can take it out of the can and make it a little bit better by putting it in a nice cup of some kind.
Yes.
The can is never as good as the bottle. Never.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
It gets colder. It's just better. Nothing like it.
You're right.
And in a can, I mean, even if you put it in a koozie, it just seems like it gets hotter faster. I don't know.
I think it does. Yeah.
It sweats more, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yes. You're right.
Cheerwine is in bottles. It's made in cane sugar instead of corn syrup as well. Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do a lot because I wouldn't want to. But I would try one.
I would too.
It'd probably blow my head up. Like, wow, the sugar high. Hey.
Yeah.
I'd be like Biscuit Boy jumping up around the studio.
Yeah, me too.
He said, I don't know how you do it, Dave. I never get up. Only if I have to check on my wife. I never get up. I just stay at the command center. And he's like, how do you do that? I said, I've always had a really been able to wait a long time in between going to relieve myself. I just like staying there. I mean, while we're on. As soon as it's over, I do.
How you do it? You're like a race car driver. You can sit and sit and sit.
I'm locked and loaded, man. I got the Hans device on. I'm strapped in, man. I can't move.
I can't do it, as you know.
I was amazed that Jim didn't wear the Hans.
I know it. I did too.
I think it's because of the claustrophobia. He just felt like he was. I think the anxiety factor kicked in.
Right.
But yeah, that's the first one that we've said that didn't wear it. That's his business. That's his decision. I was surprised that he said it because I didn't figure that, I figured him being a little older than a lot of drivers, I figured he would say absolutely. But he's a risk taker.
How's your wife doing tonight? I mean to ask you.
She all right. She just ate kind of a combination of three things. Some KFC pot pie. She likes that.
Oh yes.
She had a little bit of my. She wanted a little slice of my pizza, and she just sitting there watching TV. When I get off of here, I'll get her ready for bed, and then she rests all night long. She sleeps all night long. In fact, today I let her sleep later because we've had some early mornings. She slept. I let her sleep till 11 a.m.
Great.
And then we got her up and started. So, but she's tired. You know, she's tired.
Are you tired?
She's okay.
Are you tired?
Am I tired?
Yeah.
I'm always tired. But I slept a little bit longer today. I took a nap. I mean, I feel good right now, but I'm always tired. I don't sleep as good as I should. Right now with her, I wake up a lot of times just checking on her. It's like, it's like when you're kids.
Yeah.
Mamas will wake up and go check on their kids, several times a night. I think that's the way it is with me. I just wake up, make sure she's not, that she's okay.
Right.
Because she can't speak. She'll take her hand and bang or something, but at night she never does that. So I just make sure she's not looking at me or, trying to get my attention or something. So I do that a lot through the night. So
tell her that I said hi.
I sure will. I appreciate it. She's heard from her son today. Both sons. She heard Paul sent well wishes. Now you have. And she appreciates that. She did give me the wink though. She gives me the wink.
Oh.
That's her way of saying I'm okay and I love you.
Yeah, tell her that I asked about her and think about her.
I sure will. She sure appreciated that gift that y'all gave her. It's hanging up in the living room.
Oh.
So she can see that every day. We kind of living room exists. We put the hospital bed in the living room. I sleep on the couch, and we just hang out there. Other than going to the bathroom, she pretty much is in the living room. Right. So it's easier access to the door and leaving, going to doctors, she still goes out and shops with her. She goes with Jeremy. They've always done that.
Right.
They'll go hit the store. They went, not today. Yes, I see Thursday. He got her out early and they hit the store.
Oh, okay.
It's still, some freedom for her to get out.
Yeah.
And, feel like she's got some kind of control in her life.
Yeah.
Ladies like to shop. So,
Yeah, Mom does. Mom goes to the store. She'll shop and shop and shop.
And Dean sits in the car and waits and waits and waits.
I've done that. Yeah. What are you drinking? Oh, what are you drinking over there?
Water.
Oh.
Ice water. I put the ice maker in the studio that my wife somehow ordered 2 ice makers. I don't know how she did that. But I said, it's okay. I'm putting it in the extra one in the studio. Right. So we have the nice crushed ice in here and bottled water. And so I'm being a good boy. See, I put that out of it. I got to get some more ice in a minute, but I drink a lot of water these days. I still drink a little bit of soda, but coffee and water, man. Coffee and water. Every once in a while, energy. I'll put the packet of the sugar-free stuff in the water bottle, shake it up, and do that. I do that too. I get bored with anything that I'm doing the same all the time. I have to have a little bit of variety. So if I drink a bunch of water, I'm eventually going to want a coffee or, some fountain drink or something, and then I'll go back to water.
Advertise Debbie. Remember your Debbie drinks.
Hello, Angry Conservative. Bless your heart. Thank you for the raid, my friend. We appreciate you. He is. Be sure if you're on Rumble that you're following Angry Conservative 1981. Absolutely do that. He goes live every day with America First programming. Great guy from the great state of Alabama. Mrs. Twinkle Toes, thank you for being here. We appreciate you so very much. Yes, broski, coffee and water will run through you, but like I said, I have this amazing gift hey, Mama Lynn, I have this gift. I don't know why it is, but I can go for hours. What will run through me is tea. If I drink an iced tea, I don't never do that at night. It also keeps me awake. I can drink coffee at 11:30 at night and go to bed and sleep as good for me as long as I can sleep without it. How you doing, man? And this is the guy. By the way, this is the guy that named me the cornbread man. I didn't come up with that on my own. That's he gets all credit. I still use it. That's what I'm known by. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Lynn, for being here. She's agreeing with Broski. Hello, Serene Pickle. Appreciate that. Y'all are awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all are great people. And I know that anybody that comes with Angry Conservative, they're awesome, awesome people. And we appreciate you stopping by. I hope y'all had a great show. You know, I know you did because if you were Angry Conservative, you had a great show.
Angry what now? I put his name in
Angry
Rumble.
Conservative 1981.
Angry.
He's a Yankee, Dean. He's a Yankee, but he lives in the South. He is a graduate of Ohio State University. And he lives in Alabama.
Okay.
As he would say. Yes. Well, you kind of figure things out, broski. Yeah. I appreciate your friends stopping in and saying, hey, if nothing else to you. Hey, one of the great things, Rumble sometimes angers me with some of the changes they make with the creator program. Not anger like I'm mad I'm going to leave. It's like this month they made a little change. It's like, oh, come on, man. It's a little ridiculous. But the greatest thing they've ever added in was the raids. I had never done the raids. Nobody ever really taught me how. I just didn't know how. And the first 3 times I tried it, I failed. I'm like, what? This is so easy. What am I doing wrong? I finally figured it out. And we only have to do, he's a college boy. He just went to the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all do. One of these days I'm gonna stop back in. I try to get around to. I go to Kim's Coffee Talk, and I hate that Killer Carl's not on the platform anymore. James Empty Pockets, I go there. I went to AC. I go to there's a handful of more, but I like the platform and I like the people. I haven't people that are the content creators on Rumble. I have never run into one that was a jerk. I have run into a few that just are on the platform, but that'd be any one of them that are jerks. And there's trolls and they go around. Every once in a while, they'll jump in here and say some stupid stuff and then they'll move on. I don't even put them on the screen. I let it sit there. I don't even acknowledge it and they go on. But the platform, the creators are the best of the best. That's nothing against anybody that's in any other platform. But I have never. He does put in the work, broski. He puts in the work. He's awesome.
Dave, your packets of energy drink.
Yes.
You're supposed to advertise Debbie. Remember Debbie?
Yeah, Debbie. Yeah, and I do.
Okay. I'm just keeping you on that.
You did well. You wasn't on earlier, I think, when I put that on screen.
No, I wasn't.
I did do that.
Okay, at least you did.
But you'll keep me straight. But I did do that. So to prove it to you, I did show the coffee. I did show the Hodge twins.
Okay.
I did show the monthly support.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, I did show the W. I don't remember where I did with it now, but it's out there.
Okay.
Somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the W. That's the one I put up.
Okay, there you go.
And the Mammoth Nation. I did. See, I did.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, Dean's been off the chain here lately.
I'm supposed
Wow,
to.
he's done 73 raids for the month. Bless you. You're awesome, man. That's a nice goal. I could do that. You do a lot of programming. Hey, have a great night and have a great, hopefully a great day at work. You can. Some days are great at work. I can. I'm usually working on Saturday nights.
But Dave, You don't do nothing at work. You just sit there.
It's all up here, baby. It's this steel trap mind. It's just working.
You don't do nothing. You
The
just
problem
sit
is
there.
I forget half of what I even want to think about.
You sit there all day not doing nothing. I know where your office is.
You see me working at the computer like
Playing
a
video
mad
games.
scientist. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't normally go live, so this is like a rare Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, not trying to mimic Saturday Night Live, but a Saturday Night Live.
Right.
I usually am not. I'm on Saturday morning, but not Saturday night. So
Right.
lots of people don't even know that I'm on unless they got the notification. They're like, "What's he doing?" He's with his wife tonight. Biscuit Boy is. The Biscuit. He was here this morning. We did a show.
Yeah, I missed it.
That boy has more stories
Oh Lord, what are you talking
than
about?
anybody I've ever met.
He
And
got
what's
more
funny is
stories-
I've known him for years.
he got
years.
more- he got
At least
more
20.
He got more stories than Carter's got peanuts.
All the stories that he has shared, I never heard them before. And I know a lot of Paul stories. Never heard those. He's amazing.
He is. I like Paul. I like Paul.
Cornbread and biscuits sound good. Just to eat some chili and gravy. I agree.
Not chili and cornbread. No.
Dean, don't make yourself look bad.
Chili and Fritos.
Well, I like chili and Fritos.
Okay. Chili and Crystals.
Oh, come on, man. You're the kind of guy that would dip French fries in mayonnaise.
No. French fries and barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Ugh. I can't do that stuff, man. Disgusting.
French fries and chili. Yeah.
Well, I've done that.
Okay.
My wife makes a good chili. If I'm going out somewhere to get it, Wendy's, I like it.
I like Wendy's.
Steak and Shake, I like theirs.
Yeah.
Crystal, theirs years ago. I never buy it anymore.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I don't like the flavor. They changed the flavor. I never cared for it again. And although it is loaded with salt and it's not good for you,
No.
I have eaten Waffle House chili, Birch chili, but it's salty. Oh my gosh, it's salty. Broski, he is for the dipping fries in mayo.
No.
Come on, man.
I'm not.
Oh, I shouldn't even have said that. Now I could almost like see it and taste it. Oh,
I can too. Oh God, you're sick.
He knows I'm a picky eater. I don't eat all that stuff, man. You know, if I ever was caught like a prisoner of war or something, they wouldn't have to, do like vicious stuff to torment me. Just make me eat crap food.
True.
I'd be throwing up every day. I mean, that'd be torture for me. Like, burnt meat or something like that. But they would be giving me stuff like mayonnaise and stuff, which I don't eat. Give him some more mayonnaise.
You know what's
Do you put mayonnaise in your hair? I've heard of people that do that.
We'd be bad. Listen to Taylor Swift. That's torture.
Don't be talking about your secret love there, Taylor Swift. She's that's your imaginary friend.
No.
You have dreams about her.
No.
You dream about you and her walking on the beach.
Oh no.
Kelsey's like little Biff. You tell him what to go do. He's your chauffeur. He drives you around.
You're drinking tonight. You're really drinking stuff tonight.
Broski, yeah, but I gotta tell you, I'm weak. I know this is going to come across as weak. I don't like hot foods. I just never have liked hot foods. I mean, like this hot, like burns you. I like food to be warm. I'm talking about spicy, and a lot of Indian food is, and my system just cannot take that. Having had my gallbladder removed, it's even worse.
Oh God.
And there's certain things I stay away from. Hot foods, spicy foods. I still eat onion, but I have to be careful with that. It will really mess me up. I like a good Vidalia onion.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
those are good. But they are stout, and I have to be careful with that. So I try not to eat as much of it when I do. But Indian food's good. It's good to keep you burn all the crap out, I guess.
Yeah.
It's good food though. I've had it. It's like Thai. I mean, there's different things. I mean, it's kind of close.
Right. Right.
I do like that.
I do
Love
too.
spicy food. My son and my wife are like that. One of them, or those two. One of my sons does not, but Jeremy can eat just about anything that's hot.
Some I do, some I don't.
I just can't do it. Me and a friend was in. We used to do some war between the states reenacting, and the first battle I ever did was Resaca, and we're standing in line, and my friend had his gallbladder removed way before I did, and me and him are side by side in the column. He's right here on my right side. He says, "Dave, hold my gun. I've got to go to the porta potty." I'm like, I've never even done it. I'm like nervous, like, what do we do? They gave me tips and stuff, but I never did it. So I'm holding two guns and I'm thinking, oh boy, here we go. I'm going to step off in the battle. He's running down the hill. We were kind of hid behind some hills so that people couldn't see us. He runs down to this porta potty. And right as we start to march out, I'm still holding the two guns. He shows back up. Oh, I was like, I'm so glad you made it back. I would look kind of dumb walking out with two guns. Oh my gosh. But he ate something at the event and it set him on fire.
Ooh.
And there he went. I'm like, no, you can't do that to me. Oh man, you got a stomach of steel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, it's all good, broski. I agree. I'm a big rice fan. I like rice.
I do some rice.
At work, a lot of the Asians do sticky rice.
Yeah, yeah.
They roll up the little balls and they'll dip it in different soups and sauces and all that.
Uh-huh.
They love that.
Oh yeah, they do.
Some of them are from Cambodia, some from Thailand.
Uh-huh.
Different places, but they do the sticky rice, as they call it.
Right.
I was talking to one of my guys. He's been there almost as long as me. And I was talking to him one day, and I was saying something about some bamboo that was growing wild somewhere and needed to get it cleared out or whatever. And he goes, the guy goes, bamboo? And I'm, yeah, he's like trying to get my address. And I said, what do you need all that for? And another guy said, he's going to come cut it down. They eat a lot of bamboo. So he's always looking for free, I was like, I didn't know that.
Ooh.
The temple that's right up from the plant.
Yeah.
On the hill. He was a charter member there.
Oh, okay.
They each came up with $12,000 to buy the property. There was a group of so many, and everybody had to come up with $12,000. That's what it came even split to buy the property where they built that.
God.
They have some big old parties up there, I understand.
Yeah. I heard that.
I've had some friends that went to those parties. They have a throwdown.
Uh-huh.
Saturday night throwdown,
I wouldn't fit in.
I'm sure I wouldn't either. Mama Lynn says you have so much taking over your backyard. Well, I'm going to tell you what, if you know anybody that eats bamboo, they'll come clean it out for free.
Yeah. I do. You talk about history. I love American history.
Yes. Well, I'm going to start back the history show this week for me, Bibles and Battlefields.
Yes.
I just took a little pause with everything that was going on with my wife, but I wanted to do it this week, but I will do it this coming week. I might even do it tomorrow night, just to get an extra one in.
Okay.
I need to do the Rock of Chickamauga, as he's known. We'll do a little spot on him, and then I want to we kind of moved to some other things.
All right. Sounds good.
So, and you go back to work Monday, right?
Yes, yes. I work Monday. Yes, I work.
You go. We go back to work and work on Monday.
That's right. I do. You don't.
Come on, man. Dean's in the. They can't get no work out of you because you're in the break room looking up Taylor Swift songs.
Uh, yeah, right.
All the people in the break room are going, cut that off. You're dancing through the break room, singing her songs,
Yeah, yeah.
plotting the end of Kelsey. Leave him, leave him. They're
I
making their
don't know.
wedding plans.
I heard
Travis.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the overseer. No.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here lately, I've been trying to feel like I'm normal because
You
there's been
are.
so many days I just didn't know if I was coming or going.
You are abnormal. What are you talking about?
Well, I've always been that. I mean, always. I'm a goofball and an oddball, and
Me too.
I
Me
just
too.
never fit in with a lot of stuff.
That's me. I don't either.
That's why I think I'm good at podcasting. I just the misfits find me.
Me too.
Not that any of you are misfits, but
I
I do seem to attract it.
I do
It's
too.
like it's like there's an idiot. We fit in. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, a gift of gab. That's all I really have. And it's
That's it.
not really anything of value coming out other than when I speak about the Lord. It's just mindless drivel.
Well, life's too
But
short.
at least Dean's locker door full. Taylor Swift spread is.
All right,
Oh yeah,
bro.
his locker. He opens up the locker at work and there's Taylor, the full picture rolled out. He's got the Taylor Swift doll in there.
Oh, all right, broski.
he's got a little Taylor Swift perfume maybe.
All
They
right,
say, Dave, you
broski.
sure smelling sweet today. He says, don't I though?
Life's too short to be serious all the time.
Oh, I know it. I went to work one time and I've never been a guy that's put on a lot of cologne. And if I do, it's very minimal. Most people overuse cologne and perfume.
Right.
They do. They just shower themselves and
You're
stuff.
right. Yeah, they do.
But I had a lady one time and she was like, what is that cologne you're wearing? Smells great. And I said, I don't have any on. And I remember, I said, it must be the shaving cream. And I don't remember what kind I was using, but she said, I love it. But she thought it was cologne. So one of my friends, he used to get what is it called? John Sebastian or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But he would
yeah.
put too much on. And he was trying to get dates, as we'll say. And sometimes he watches, so shout out to him if he is. But, it's tough to be lonely. It's a lot of people are lonely. I'm glad Broski found true love.
I'm not lonely at all. No.
No, you got Taylor.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I got too much going on to be lonely.
Yeah, there's no flies on you, man.
Nope.
We have any interviews this coming week?
Yeah. We do.
I haven't looked on the schedule.
Wednesday and Thursday. I'll text it to you after a while.
Well, I've got it in the band. I just I didn't look that far ahead. See who we got. We got Jenny Godby.
Yes.
Then I have the interview Tuesday afternoon with Annie Cyrus. Don't miss that. And Nolan Wilson on Thursday night.
Right.
And next Monday, week from Monday, Brady Beavers,
Right.
Dylan Swinehart on Tuesday.
Yes.
Excuse me. It was Monday. Dylan was Monday. And Tuesday was Haggerty.
Right. Heck, yes. Yes.
Friday, Miles Pike. Load it up, man.
Oh yeah, I am.
I love it. Eric Francis, Monday the 13th.
You're right.
Uh, Jaden Wolf,
Right.
Friday the 17th. And Saturday, Alex Bartrillo.
Yes.
Joe Wells on Wednesday.
Yes.
That the 27th on Monday, Will McConnell.
Right.
Wheelman, they call him. And let's see if we can give you one more. And that would be Gladen Bryan.
Right.
Wednesday, the 6th. So, yeah.
You can read?
I can. You know, the one thing that I've always been able to do is read. Don't mean I don't mix up words and stumble over pronunciations, but I try to be prepared.
I do.
But I've always been a good reader.
I do. I read all the time.
Comic books don't count, Dean. I mean, I'm sorry you got you got Batman comic books you're reading at night. I mean, you're gonna have to get a little bit better reading material. Nothing against that, but you might need to read some classics. A little bit of literature, biographies, stuff like that.
Oh, I do. I like biographies. Some biographies I like.
Yeah, but they're all about Marvel characters or something. It's not or racers.
I have read some racing, yes.
What is the biggest book you ever read?
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. I can't think. I like westerns.
Oh, yeah. Little L'Amour. Louis L'Amour.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I checked out one time The Three Musketeers.
Did you
hundreds of pages.
Oh yeah, it would be.
I was in elementary school.
They had books back then.
Yeah, they had just invented the printing press, and they had started producing a few books.
It's getting late. I'm getting smart.
They were on scrolls. They weren't in book. They didn't have book covers. They were scrolls. We just rolled them out, read them. Papyrus, rocks, burned into wood slabs. That's how we read back when I was young.
I got to pay for that.
I'm still the guy that likes a good book. In fact, I'm going to read this book. I just got this in. I would love to interview this guy. I don't know if we can get him. Maybe we can. But it's a book called Kill to Order, and it's about the harvesting of organs in China. And this is a pretty new book. I don't know how long. I mean, it's not brand new, but it hasn't been out there too long. And I ordered it. I haven't started it yet. I'm going to start it. And I might see if I can get him on.
Harvesting of what now?
The Lost Cause. I don't know if I've read that or not, but I think I've had it recommended to me. The Lost Cause. I don't think I've read that one. What's
it called now?
This is 2026, so it's new. I couldn't remember what I heard this gentleman speak, and then this is his research about Kill to Order, the harvesting of organs in China. So that's the one I'm fixing to start. But I got 2 or 3 others I'm trying to finish up. So I bounce book to book to book. So
I do too.
It was written in 1866. I just can't remember, man. I don't think I have though. don't think I have. By Edward Pollard. Don't think I have. Don't think I have.
Sounds interesting.
What is?
Anything about the Civil War?
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I've read a lot of first person books on the war. My favorite book, and I don't think I have it. I'm thinking I've got it in the studio, but you've heard me mention it many times. Company H. This is a book you'll read many times. If you get the later version, it has his daughter printed, or she put out the book that had his notes in it. I'm going to show you a picture of it. This is a great book. He was from outside of Columbia, Tennessee. And this is a great book. Company H. That's how we speak down here. H.
Uh-huh.
So he was in Company H, but H. Sam Watkins. That is his memoir of the war, written 22 years after the war. 1880. Well, it ain't 22 years. It was written in the 1880s. It was about 20 years after the war. It was a fantastic book. He come right by where I live right now. He was at the Battle of Chickamauga. He was at Gordon Lee Mills there, Lee and Gordon Mills, excuse me, behind the plant there, Dean.
Oh, okay.
He was in he was in Chattanooga. He was on Lookout Mountain. He was in Dalton, Resaca, you name it, he was there, all the way to Georgia and back up. He was in Virginia at one point. It's a great read. But I'll tell you another one that I liked, and it was from a Yankee perspective. And this guy was see if I can find it. I think I got his first name wrong. I know I do. See if I can find this. Let's see here. That is not the book, but it is about. I read it on a PDF. I was able to find it for a download. But anyway, he was among the group that came down and stole the general.
Oh, yeah.
He was a Medal of Honor winner. Some of them are buried at the Chattanooga City National Cemetery. But this is not the book I was trying to find. His name is Pittinger, and he was a school teacher or something. But he made it back. Some of them were hung, some of them were killed, and that monument where it ended up, the general is right there, down from Ringo.
Yeah.
Me and Paul went out there and did a. I think I have read parts of it, Broski. I really do. Man, I've read so many books about the war.
Go to Tunnel Hill, and you'll see the railroad tunnel that the general went through.
That is absolutely right. The War of Northern Aggression. They attacked us. Raising of 75,000 troops.
That's right. Hey, Dave, go to Tunnel Hill.
Do what?
Go to Tunnel Hill.
Oh, I've been there.
Have you seen the tunnel the general
Sure.
went through?
When they do the battle down there, they always make they used to make the soldiers march up in it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They did that to some friends of mine. They marched them in there and marched. It was real hot in there, summertime. They marched them back out. They were going to march them back in there again. All the reenactors refused. So we're not doing it again. So whoever had that bright idea to do it, they're like, we're not doing that.
Huh.
We're not doing it. And they got out. I've done a few battles.
Sounds like it.
Not as many as I'd like to have done. But I've done some small ones. I've done some big ones. I've done a lot of living histories.
Uh-huh.
That's fun. You get to talk to tourists. They all think you're a bunch of country bumpkins. They come down with little snooty attitudes up on Lookout Mountain. I've done them up there. And they look down their nose at you, a bunch of Yankees.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, look at this. Well, we won the war. We hear all that stuff. And then they would say, what, so one time we lined up and he said, when they did living history, so I'm going to have everybody go down the line and tell what they do for a living. And it was doctors, lawyers, managers, business owners, preachers, you name it. And all the people are going, they just thought we were backwoods stupid. And they didn't, these guys were highly successful, highly skilled, high IQ guys. And they're just reliving history to bring it alive for you. And they were just so snooty they couldn't get it. So that was our way to shut them up. I mean, it was just like, you had enough, There was a few that came in and said, we appreciate what you're doing. But when you do it in the battlefield, usually don't get that as bad. But up there in town, it was just, they would laugh at you. We were at Sullivan Island in South Carolina. We had done the bearing of the, no, I don't have a chip on my shoulder, but you just get tired of hearing the ignorance.
Right.
If people won't listen, you can never learn.
That's right.
I learned a long time ago to listen. And if somebody's going to say something, I want to hear it. And if you refuse to listen, like, y'all were saying, the real reasons behind the war, there are many reasons for that war. Many reasons. And, the major ones talked about forever, and some people just refuse to hear it. And so we had a girl that came down to our plant one time, and she was from Pennsylvania. And she said, why don't y'all just let it go? Y'all act like y'all are still fighting the war. I said, we are. We're fighting the war for respect. We're fighting the war for to live our lives still as states' rights and have a federal overreach. I said, we're still fighting that with our vote.
That's right.
And she said, I hate the Gettysburg National Battlefield. I wish they would just mow all that down and build houses. See, that was their attitude. Because me and my dad think y'all are stupid for that. And I said, lady, let me tell you something. You're in the South right now.
That's right.
If you have that attitude, you can leave.
That's right.
I mean, who are you to come down here and jump down us about we weren't saying anything bad. We're just talking about history.
That's right.
But she asked it. We didn't bring it up. It was at work. So anyway, I was trying to tell you what event I was. I was at the reburial of the Honley crew. I had the opportunity to be a part of that. Biggest group of people ever since the war, I'm sure, in that capacity. The marchers in the parade numbered 80,000, I think, alone. And there was a lot of my unit. A lot of them rode out, and we. She was a snotty Pennsylvania girl.
Yes, she was.
She's pretty though. She's pretty. She just needed to know her audience.
That's right.
It just felt. But anyway, we had marched out there, and the media was out there trying to make it like media. We had to march through a urban city center to get to Magnolia Cemetery. It's a 5.5 mile march. It's a hot day. A lot of people fell out. They're not used to that kind of marching. It was all I could do. I stayed on my feet. I got to the cemetery. I went down to one knee. I asked my commander, my sergeant, I know we got to listen to these funerals, but I said, can I go down to one knee? And he's like, I don't know. And I said, well, I am, because I was just about to give out. But I stayed in it. I stayed in it until the end. But that night, after we were over, we got escorted back to, they picked us up in school buses. We rode through the city in city school buses. Funniest thing ever, with our weapons and all. So we after the event, we were back at Sullivan's Island. We were camping on the ground. That's what we did. We decided to go out to dinner. Everybody wanted to relax for a little bit. A lot of guys put their feet in the sea, and because the feet were just blistered and everything else. I said, I'm not putting my blisters in salt water. But anyway, I took a nap, but everybody wanted to go eat, but we're in these smelly uniforms. They're made to be smelly. You never wash them.
Right,
it's supposed to be original, like back in the time.
That's right.
So we were going to go. I said, let's just hit a drive-through and eat. I'm thinking, all the guys are like, no, we want something good. So they wanted to go to one of the little trendy restaurants that was on the island. Everybody wanted seafood. I just went along. I'm always a get along, go along kind of guy. So I'm like, whatever.
Me too.
So we go to this seafood place. It's like an old house. It's not a big house, but it's a house that they actually made into a restaurant. And we were at the door. We couldn't even get in. And there was a drunk girl in front of us on the other side of the door. And she turns around, sees us, and she starts just dying laughing and pointing at us and telling other people, look, we can imagine what she's saying. And one of our guys got so mad, we had to hold him back. Like he was going to go in there. He was mad. He was ready to take on the group. He got really offended by it. So there was about 8 of us. So to keep us all together, it was 7 or 8 of us. To keep us all together in the main dining room, which was just like an old house, they had tables around the room, but in the center they had one big round table. They put us there. When we walked in that, in our uniform, no guns, just the uniform, everybody in there was like that commercial when E.F. Hutton speaks and everybody listens.
Yeah.
Everybody was watching. Like, who are these guys? So we all come in and sit down. I'm sure we smell like the river. And all these people are just sitting there looking. And there was this one guy. He looked like he was about 3 sheets to the wind. He looked like he's probably a lawyer or something. And he said, he lightened the mood. He said, is the war still going on, guys? And we said, yeah. He said, who won? We said, we did. Good. And everybody kind of went back to eating, and we had a good time. But I was like, golly, I don't want to go in here, man. A lot like this, but we did it. That was an amazing event. 7 funerals, 7 men. Everybody had a different faith. 7 funerals that we said, blazing sun. Thank God for the ladies that gave us ice cold lemonade and some cookies when we first got in the cemetery, because we were all done. It was so hot there. I saw people pass out.
Oh.
My goal over the shoes that we wear, they're not made for asphalt. They're made for grass and dirt and all that.
Uh-huh.
So our feet were burning. It was a very hot day. So they would want to stop us to give us a rest for 5 minutes, but we couldn't do it because it was burning our feet so bad. We'd say, just keep going, keep going. So you had to send formation, keep marching, keep marching. The uniforms will burn you up, and people are falling out. And that last mile and a half, I'm thinking, don't pass out. Don't pass out. Get in that cemetery. We got in, they gave us the lemonade and everything. And I was at attention like everybody else, but they started going through 7 funerals. About the 4th one in, I'm like, I've got to go to one knee. My legs are just give out. So for the last 2 funerals, for some reason, they moved our unit back around. We were behind the stage. They couldn't even see us. So they marched us around. No, it wasn't fun. We did it to honor. It was a horrible day in lots of ways. It was a long day. We started out at 4:30 in the morning to get downtown. We stood around for hours waiting to get marched off. This was in the afternoon, or probably 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Anyway, the last 2 funerals, for some reason, they marched us around to the front. And the last funeral was a Mason. So you had all these Freemasons showing up out of the crowd. I mean, I don't know where they came from. They're holding all their symbols and everything. Even some of the guys that were reenactors, they started showing all the. How old was I at that time? I was still in my. I'm trying to think. I think I wasn't 40 yet. I was in my 30s. But see, the uniforms burn you up. The thing that a lot of people don't realize, the uniforms these men were wearing were meant to keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. But they absolutely did the opposite of that. They would freeze you to death in the winter, and in the summer you would burn up. And there are many stories in the war of all the soldiers that fell out. And that was the biggest loss of army marching in the war, was the soldiers. They couldn't take it no more. They would just fall out. They had horrible food, they had dysentery, all this stuff, and they would just fall out. They were always trying to get the stragglers caught back up. And in the last, like I said, here we are, we're out, and we're standing at attention. And yeah, wool. That's it. And you've got your equipment on. You've got your cartridge box. You've got your canteen. Some of the guys are carrying their blanket rolls, medical kit. You're loaded down. I mean, you got a lot on you, because we're fully at. I think we even had us fix bayonets because it's the proper thing to have the bayonet on during a service. The gun weighs 9 pounds. Fortunately, they let us go at ease during the services, so it's sitting on the ground, but we're having to hold it. If they go to attention, that's 9 pounds. when you're having to go to attention, that's 9 pounds you're holding in your hand. I used a replica 1858 infield. Some use Springfield, some a few other things, but that's what most men use was the infield, English arms. And then all these Freemasons, that kind of got me I was like, where'd all these guys come from? I didn't know there's that many Masons around us. But it was an amazing day. Like I said, it was great to honor these men. They've been under the ocean for all that time, 100+ years.
Good Lord.
And it's an amazing story. It really is. But that morning we were riding through the streets. All the bus drivers were African Americans, and we were sitting here with our Confederate uniforms with rifles, and people that were jogging or walking to work or whatever, crossing the street, they'd look up while he was at a red light, and you could tell they're thinking, what in the world's going on? It was fascinating. That night, we spent the night, and then we rode back the next day. So we went out on a Friday, spent the night, it was all day Saturday. And then we spent the night, and then we went, left out before lunch the next day. But it'll wear you out. That was the longest march I'd ever done through streets.
I bet.
Continuous. Like you'll end up marching a lot in a battle. They move you, but you're stopping, you're doing different stuff. Some units are held in reserve. These are thousands of men and women, because there were a few women portraying, because some women did slip into the military. And there were civilians that were allowed to be there. But mostly it was men, and they were marching through the streets of Charleston and to the cemetery. So you started, what's it called? Battery Point, I believe it's called. We started there all the way to Magnolia Cemetery. I think that was called.
Good Lord.
And it was a long service.
I bet.
Long. I'd say about 2 hours.
Dang.
In the hot sun. And then they were burying them all. They gave them the gun salute and all that stuff. It was great to see. I mean, it was amazing to be a part of. It'll never be done again, and there'll never be nothing like that. They'll never find another group of men like that. And it was a once in a lifetime shot.
Right.
And I said, I'm not missing this. There is occasionally remains found, and they rebury them, but these were at the bottom of the ocean. They found a lot of stuff. They found, the commander, his bent. Everybody thought it was a myth. A lot of people did, but he always said that a gold coin or whatever it was saved his life at Shiloh, and they found that in the bottom of it. It was curved where the bullet had hit it. One of the guys they didn't know. They don't even know his name. They never at that time. I don't know if they have now. They never could confirm it. So he just got like a regular Christian burial. But what I mean is traditional, because there were different kinds. I mean, you had the Mason, you had the Freemason, you had Catholic, you had Lutheran, there were different ones. I don't remember what all. I'd probably get it wrong if I try to remember. But each one has a different preacher step forward, and they were doing things that were more traditional to that, or not more, just like that. But I remember one was Catholic. He might have been the commander. I don't remember. One of the guys, they just had some preacher come. They didn't know what he was or if he had a faith at all, and he was unnamed. But they reburied the remains back in that cemetery together in a row. Pretty amazing stuff.
It was.
I've never had a chance to go back. I'd like to go back and retrace it, drive it, and just see what happened. Because when you're in the middle of something, you don't really get to enjoy the full scenery and everything, because you're marching. Your eyes are straight ahead. You can't be looking up, and checking things out. You're trying to stay in step.
Right.
And, there's drums playing. There's lots of, you got to listen for your commands, because sometimes they have to turn the unit slightly, or even make a turn. And so you have to be paying attention. So you can move your eyes a little bit, but you can't really move your head to look at what's going by. Good night, broski. I'm fixing to get off here too. Let me get my wife in bed, but thank y'all for hanging in here. But it's great, and I wish I'd have done Gettysburg. I really do wish I'd done that.
Oh, yes.
I didn't do a battle at Shiloh, but I've been to Shiloh. There's a few that I would like to do that I didn't get to do. But I have visited a lot of them, like New Market, Shiloh, Chickamauga, obviously, the Resaca, Tunnel Hill, some of the Atlanta campaign around there.
Yes.
Blue Springs up above Knoxville. I did a reenactment there. It was actually maybe my favorite reenactment ever did. It was small. It was real cold that weekend. We had a great time. They had some of the best food on a spread. This church next door fed everybody that wanted to eat. It was amazing. We went to church service. They had a great Saturday night ball where all the ladies, most of them do. You dress up in the nice, the period
Yeah.
attire, the ladies in the dresses. You do the dances. They had a great band there that night. It wasn't unreconstructed, but it was a great period band. And it was just great in those hills and hollers up there in Blue Springs, Tennessee, which is right outside of Strawberry Plains above Knoxville, if you know what I'm talking about. Beautiful location. It was a fun event, not real spread out. You're all in kind of one area. And you just didn't feel like you just, was give out. And we just joined in with the group. Our unit didn't go. We decided to drive up. You always find people and they're always looking for more guns. And so you just find a friendly face and say, hey, can you use a couple of guns? Heck yeah, come on in. And they know who you're with. They know that you're going to do the right things and not act up and act stupid and bring honor to it. So
Right.
we met some boys from Tunnel Hill up there. They were actually intense. I don't know if that was period or not. I know what was in the tent was not. We slept around the fire because that's what we did. We portrayed an infantry unit sleeping around the fire. And these guys are like, you guys are crazy. You're hardcore. No, this is just what we do.
That's right.
They said, well, I'm going to go in here with my heater in my tent. They had little pots. They had carpets down. They had lanterns. But in the morning, their gas run out. And they come out there because, they heard me snoring. And they said, those guys are snoring. They must be sleeping. So they went and stood around I woke up and I got all these guys standing around looking down. They're trying to get warm. They're freezing their tails off. And they said, well, maybe you had the right idea. Me and my friend, we just wrapped around the fire and we would each wake up and put more wood on the fire throughout the night. Slept like babies. And you just turn. You get your back warm. In a little while, you get a little cold. You turn. That's what you do all night long.
That's
it was
right.
a cold night. Below freezing.
Ooh.
Cold night. They said, you guys are nuts. Well, now, we're not that group. There is a group that's crazy. And I'm going to tell you how crazy they are, Dean.
All right.
It's just stupid. They're the kind of guys that won't change their clothes for like a week before they go. They won't take a bath. That's a little too much realism because you don't have to stink. Your uniform out, but you don't have to. They will live fire over each other's head to get the idea of what a bullet sounds like. The original equipment, replicated. They will shoot bullets over each other's head. Oh yeah, they're nutso. For me, I'm not doing that. Because you're not. When you go into battle, all you're allowed to have is the powder, and they inspect everybody's gun. You have to be inspected,
right?
Because you could kill somebody.
Oh yeah,
you could not use a ramrod in an event because if you forgot and fired that, you could shoot it through somebody and kill them. So you put it in, then you just bump the gun stock against the ground, then you pull it up, put the cap on, and you go. Right. That's what you do. You may triple load sometimes, but you never use anything like because it's dangerous. You can't do that. It
is.
So there was a guy that came to an event, and I don't remember where it was at. Dean has went crazy again.
Hold it. I got it.
He saved it.
I got it.
I don't remember which event it was at, but the idiot came with live bullets. And he was banned forever from every event everywhere in that association. You can't do that. You could get it shut down. It's a liability, and you could kill somebody. I think he might have even fired one bullet.
Oh, God.
What I heard. Somebody knew that crack didn't sound like just gunpowder, and they went and got him and arrested him. He was arrested.
Oh, no.
You sign all these agreements. You can't do that.
No.
But a lot of it's changing now. The national parks are changing. They're twisting the stories up. They don't want to have the guys that put all this time in. They hire their own. They don't portray it right. The one we're next to here, I think they still do, but there has been changes. They try to change the narrative all the time and change the story, and it's ridiculous and it shouldn't be like that.
Right.
And then they started getting hardcore on us. They would say you have to have a ranger for every 10 guns. Well, you can't. There's not that many rangers. So if you wanted to bring 30 or 40 guys out to do marching, firing, and all that, you'd have to have 4 Rangers. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
The most we ever got was 2, and that was hard to get. And it just got too aggravating to try to arrange it. So, and I got out of it. I was really busy with ministry, but it's fascinating. It really is.
Do you miss it?
In ways, in other ways, no. I don't. I miss all of the camaraderie. I miss all of the being out there and a feeling of what it must be like a little bit.
Right.
Sleeping on the ground for me now would be very difficult.
Yes.
I don't miss that.
No.
The marching, endless marching. I'm listening to a guy, and you're trying to be obedient to that, but he's just a guy. He's got a title, and he's putting you through these paces, and sometimes they get a little carried away.
Right.
And you're like, dude, none of us do this every day of the week. You do some practice sessions to get your unit working together. It gives you some, you're working together. But these guys are not. It's a young man's game. But if you get older, you just go to artillery.
That's right.
I know guys that done their whole life.
Oh, Lord.
I don't, you can still portray old guys because at the end of the war, there was a lot of old young boys and old guys.
Right.
But honestly, the best, it would be a young man, 16 to about 22, thin as a rail, strong, I don't mean thin like weak, but very good shape, with a beard, mustache. They have the most striking pose on that because that's what a lot of, and not very tall. We've gotten taller over the years. A lot of these guys were 5'10" or less.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've it's the stuff they're putting in the food, man. Up, out.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Those guys were farmers. They were strong as an ox, but they were young and they were in shape. They need crap.
I didn't know there were short guys. I thought there was
a lot of them were.
guys.
Yeah, a lot of them were. So,
well,
you're welcome, Mama Lynn. Appreciate you stopping by. I got all this information up there. It was fun to reminisce a little bit. Didn't plan on it. Like I said, I was just I may share one more, and I gotta go.
Go for it.
I had a friend. We used to work with him at the plant, Dean. He's the one that got me in. I was really researching my family history. I've always loved that period of American history, and so anyway, and then it's a whole nother story I have to share one time. But I didn't get to go. But he went to Appomattox, the battle around the battle, and then the surrender at Appomattox.
Yeah.
This thing hit him like a ton of bricks. Like, it's not changed since the war, really. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's woods and a house and a road. I mean, it's like there's no modern conveniences. Like, you don't see a gas station sitting there. So it feels the same in many ways. It would look the same and sound the same as it did 150 years ago, or 151 now, or whatever. But there are a couple of battles you can fight, and then they do the surrender. So he fought the battles, at least one of them, maybe 2, but he did the surrender. And these guys, they signed their allegiance back to the American USA, and then they marched down that road. And the guy who played Lee, because Lee was there at Appomattox, he went down that road and the men cheered him.
Yeah.
And after they did that, he's marching down that road. He broke down and wept. And he said, I had the most empty feeling I've ever felt in my life. He said, I could only imagine some of Stonewall's brigade and some of those that were there. Those guys, some of those were new, but a lot of those men, they had fought all the way through the war. 4 years of their life, been away from their families, watched, thousands of men die.
Right.
Killed thousands of men. And then it was over. And they're walking home to a broken South. And they're walking down that road and he said I didn't expect it. He said it hit me. It just like the weight of it fell on him as he's just still in that mode. and he's thinking like what a soldier would be thinking as he's going to he has no idea what home looks like. He don't even know if his loved ones are still alive, probably
Right.
many of them. Communications was sporadic in the end for sure.
Right.
You've put everything you've had in this, and it's over, and you're going home. And he told me, he said, Dave, I'm going to tell you, I'm glad I did it, but I will never do it again. We'll never do that again. He said it's the most sadness he's ever felt in his life. And this is a guy that at one time went through a 6 months of depression, and he had to fight real hard to get out of it. And he did. He was a very positive, he loves to laugh. He's full of life. He's a great guy. We're friends. He said that broke me. He said, I walked away thinking I will never come back here again. I cannot handle that feeling. And it really, to me, it said what the nation was feeling at the time. There should be no celebration at the end of that war. There should be no celebration by the Union Army or the politicians or anybody else. The whole nation should have been weeping because the whole nation was broken. The North, they lost their sons too. The South lost their sons. All those great young men who were probably done great things in life, they were all dead or wounded. All the states in the South were broke. The state of Mississippi actually went bankrupt. All of the prosthetics they had to give to the soldiers who came back broken without limbs and stuff, and the ongoing care, it broke them. That's why they didn't ever put a monument in the park. They're still trying to do that. There's no pathway for them to do it. I don't think they've ever did it. Mississippi was broke. The farms were broken. The families were broken. Families were broke apart. They didn't talk to each other after that. Some of these soldiers came back, and the deaths kept going. These people came back. They were injured. They died of infection and gangrene and they struggled. They come back. They couldn't farm anymore. They were missing legs. They were missing parts of their jaw. They were deformed. They come back, and the family's starving, or they're gone and they don't know where they're at, or they were raped and everything was stolen from them. I mean, the nation was broken. We couldn't have handled another year of that war. The whole nation was broken, and there should never be a celebration after war anyway like that. But for us at home, there was no winners in that. There was absolutely no winners in that, and really, we're still broken today. We're never really talk about being broken apart. Hey, Cindy, thank you for the light. We talk about being broken apart. We're still broke apart.
We are.
And the states still don't agree. Our nation is split down the middle. We got violence. It's never been the same.
Hey, Dave, I hate to cut this short. My battery, my phone's going down.
Your battery's going down? Well, I was getting off here anyway. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your dean's at?
I'm in the basement.
Dean's in his man cave.
Exactly.
But anyway, folks, have a great night. Pray for the nation. It needs it. Pray for the leaders. Pray for our soldiers. A soldier does a soldier's duty.
Hey, Dave,
pray for me and my wife.
Let's have a prayer for the nation right now, for the nation.
Absolutely. Let's pray. Father, we thank you, Lord, for the blessing and opportunity is to pray. We do pray for our nation, all the trials and tribulations we have. And the only answer we know of is Jesus. And it's enough if people will reach out and give their life to the Lord and be redeemed. We pray for the leaders that must make decisions. We may not always like them, but we elected them to make decisions, and they have to live with that. They have to carry that with them. And we pray for those in the field of battle right now. May you put a hedge of protection around them. We pray for all the churches tomorrow that souls will be saved. We pray for the pastors as they stand to deliver the word of God. Thank you to all our friends that are listening, new friends, old friends. We pray for each other's homes, and we pray for their health and their finances, and most of their relationship with you. We thank you for the work of the cross, and we give praise and honor unto Jesus Christ, our Savior and King. It's in his name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Amen. All right. Salute, Mr. Dean.
You too, sir.
Maybe next time, I'll get it fixed tomorrow that you can just come right in.
Okay.
Maybe StreamYard will give me all my stuff back. If not, I'll just redo it like I can rebuild it like the $6 Million Man.
Yeah, I can rebuild it.
There's songs missing. I got a lot of the backgrounds and overlays up, but all my library is gone. They got to fix this by the morning. We'll sign off at midnight. It better be back.
All right, you have a good.
See ya.
See ya.
Let me get. There we go. Maybe. That wouldn't work. See, it's even messed me up on that. What in the world?
I didn't do
I'll just
it.
play a different song.
Okay.
There it is. Tell you, it's spurt.
It's a complicated life for the southern people. Like a small town, nothing's real. Mama's still doing wrong. Don't tell the preacher. Nothing really changes except the weather. If you can't